Where great cigars meet great conversations. This is Papa Peace Podcast.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Papa Peace Podcast. I'm Scott, Papa P. Partridge. To my left is Dell Hickman, and we're kind of excited about this show because Dell and I returned from, a week ago, we returned from New Orleans.
Yep.
To PCA 2026.
Right. Premier Cigar Association National Event. And the description that you hear when you're at the PCA trade show is it is the Cigar World Super Bowl.
It is. It's like a who's who. It's the one time a year us as retailers can get together with everybody from the cigar industry there, from the actual cigar makers to the owners, the names behind the brands,
right?
Also to accessory companies and everything. Mm-hmm. So it's the one time a year we're all together. And I was trying to figure, I think this was probably my 16th or 17th show. I think there was a couple years with COVID there that we didn't have a show.
Yeah.
But
this is my second.
I believe
I'm a trained professional now.
I have to tell you, I believe this may have been one of the best shows of all my years going in terms of being excited about what's coming up in the cigar industry and what we were able to get accomplished in 2 days. And I do have to tell you though, Dell, I'm old and wore out, and I struggled keeping up with your pace of walking.
Well, as my family would tell you that apparently I walk fast. And is our executive producer sitting in the corner is saying that is true, my daughter. But yes, we. I don't really do that on purpose, and I apologize.
And speaking of during the introductions, I forgot to mention behind the scenes we have Miss Emmy keeping us on time and keeping us in line.
That's right.
And saving the day today because one of the two of us, got the dates mixed up.
Hey, we're making it work. It's going to be great.
Working, so she came to our rescue.
Yeah, so we're talking out of coffee cups.
Yes, yeah. So, and I got to be careful that I don't just try to drink my microphone at some
one
point.
thing, Scott, that most people probably don't realize about going to the PCA trade show, period, much less with you, is it's a 3-day event. We go for 2 full days and a half day. The first day is registration and seminars.
Yep.
And then the next 3 days are 10. The first 2 days are 10 to 6, and then 10 to like 4 or something like that. But we've not stayed for the last 3 days.
No.
The reason I kind of talk about the schedule is when you go with Scott, we have an appointment with a cigar maker every hour, on the hour, beginning at 10. And the first 2 years that I've attended, you've not scheduled one at 6. Because I guess that's when they close. So the last available slots are in the 5 o'clock hour.
I was impressed though this year because I managed to, if we had an appointment at 12 o'clock, it was at this end of the trade show floor. Yeah. And our 1 o'clock appointment was at the complete opposite end of the...
I actually decided to track my steps of the full 2 days we were there, and we walked right at 6 miles each day.
Yeah.
And that's a lot.
Yeah.
But you're in a 500,000 square foot convention center, and it is packed from stem to stern with everything you can think of cigars and predominantly cigar makers.
Yeah.
And it's curious to me, I don't know how many times I ask you this now in 4 days, 2 days last year and 2 days this year, as we walk down those aisles, for me to say that I've not heard of a cigar maker is not shocking.
Right.
But you're able to, you say, yes, that's so-and-so, they're from this, I carried them at Uptowns, but it is amazing how many cigar makers there is.
And even though I'm familiar with most of them, or at least know something about them, even if we don't carry them, it's still every year there's one or two that, well, that's the first I've seen of them. So
who's that?
But anyway, we had a really productive show, and speaking of lots of great new cigars that we got to try, and I'm smoking one right now. It's called Americana. Did I get it right?
Americana, that's correct.
This is a new cigar from Tim Osgener. And I'm just really loving this cigar. This is being done by the My Father factory. Their Honduras factory is doing these. And I was surprised to realize this uses a Brazilian wrapper leaf. And I was just dumbfounded to learn that it's the first time in that long, long history of Don Pepin Garcia and My Father Cigars that they've ever worked with this wrapper leaf.
Right.
So very cool.
And you know way more about this, so I'm just going to remind you that cigar from Oz Family Cigars this year is a tribute to the original Brasilia from CAO. So
way back in the day, the old original CAO Brasilias were just great cigars, and they were one of the top cigars in the CAO line as far as demand and sales and so I say that the old original CAO
original, yes, when it was Tim and his father Jono.
Yep. And so this is kind of Tim was hoping to create something that could be reminiscent of that cigar.
Yeah, knowing he couldn't duplicate, but pay tribute and use that Brazilian wrapper.
Yeah, but it's a very good cigar. We're gonna have them soon. And Dale, what you smoking on?
Well, we decided to keep it in the Nashville cigar family, and I am smoking Crowned Head's new cigar called Moonflower. And it is excellent. And I just got out my phone here so I can make sure I got the information right on it. It's a Nicaraguan Puro with a Corojo wrapper. And what makes it interesting is a double binder in long filler tobaccos. And it's always interesting to read the descriptions. Spice, cream, and cedar. And, there's a reason those writers, and let's say John Huber probably, came up with that, because that's dead on. It's really creamy and rich. It says medium to full bodied, and I would definitely agree with that. But it's not one that's going to knock you on your fanny, that's for sure. But it is so smooth, and I know that they are really excited to have it. And we're expecting to get this here in the store
sometime in May. I believe.
Yeah. So let's just say May, early June, and then we'll let you know.
Yeah. And I was reading the card here on that particular cigar. They actually, on the card, it actually just what you said. Flavors of cream, cedar, and peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Are you getting the peanut butter out of that?
Maybe the nut part. Yeah. I just think this is it's an easy smoke, but it's not a mild cigar.
Right.
And that's a beautiful thing right there.
Well, both of these cigars, one from the one I was smoking from Oz Family Cigars with Tim, and one Dell smoking on the Crown Head side of things. They're both extremely good cigars. I think this is my third one of these I've got to smoke now. And they're going to be regular production cigars. So
right, and that's something that my family and a lot of the guys here at Papa P Smoke Shop ask when we return. I'm sure it's not the first thing they ask, but it's in the top three. Is how many cigars did you smoke in those 2.5 days?
I was, as you probably noticed, by the end of each day, I was hoarse. But in all honesty, we're fortunate that we get to smoke some at the show, but also bring some back with us to smoke at a later time, because at some point each day, when you're 6-7 cigars into it,
that's correct.
You're not necessarily giving them a fair shake.
Yeah, because it's a lot.
While we're on the local our Nashville Originals company. They got one more coming out that just blew me away. And you mentioned, and I agree with you, we don't even have the banded version yet, but Tim has put together a cigar for the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
And
the World Cup.
you made this statement, and I couldn't agree more. It's one of the most complex cigars that I've ever had a chance to smoke. And I think it's because of so many different tobaccos, and I'm probably not telling the whole story correct, but it features tobaccos from regions for several different
From countries who have teams who play in the World Cup.
Participate in the World Cup.
And without really butchering it, where Tim and Danny and I guess John would be like, whoa, it is 6 different tobaccos. And I guess that is clearly where the complex nature comes from.
Yeah.
And I happened to ask, and this being a special release for the World Cup, we'd have it in June. They only made, I know it was less than 2,000 boxes.
Yeah, and we may not be right on here, but for some reason I was thinking 1,200 boxes.
1,200, that sounds right.
And I think there are 10 or 12 count boxes.
Right.
But even the packaging is just really
beautiful.
cool on it, and we got lots of them coming. So
That's right, and really excited about it. I believe it's going to be around $20. Does that ring a bell?
Right in that ballpark. And what we'll do for folks that I know have already been asking about that cigar, we'll have a pretty good idea probably a few days ahead of time, and maybe even a week ahead of time. For those that want a box, we'll let you. We'll get a list started,
Right.
where we can reserve if you want a full box of them. But we
But,
got lots.
yeah, and
of
it's
them
always
coming.
impressive because our customers and cigar lovers have done their homework and research. They're asking about the World Cup, and right before we came back here, there was a gentleman up front asking when we were going to have the Moonflower. We were like, hopefully in the next 2 to 4
Yep.
weeks. And he had read about it, and he was excited about it.
Yep.
And
But
I'm sure that particular guy, why didn't he ask about Americana? I don't know, but he
probably because he's like me and was
Good
going
one.
to struggle to pronounce it. So, but we're thrilled about Tim, John. Wonderful job with these new blends. We're very excited to get him in here. Now, speaking of the World Cup, there's a few companies that were doing stuff for the World Cup and featuring them, but the one that outside of Tim's that really caught our attention is this from Oliva. And hopefully you can see it. This is actually a humidor. It is full of 20 Oliva V Milanio cigars.
Right.
10 Maduros and 10 regular. And it's just the coolest thing. So we do have them, and they are actually here now. So, and it also, I got it back there. It actually comes inside with a very cool sheet with brackets.
Right.
You can keep track of the matches. And,
Yes.
So World Cup was definitely on display at the show, and
Yes, it was.
There's a lot there, and it kind of comes down to well, how many World Cup items
features do we want to have?
We definitely went with the one from Oz because we just thought it was a fantastic cigar.
Right. And this is so unique. And Jonathan, our sales rep with Oliva, these are handmade in their factory by their cigar box makers. And they didn't make like 5,000 of these.
No,
there's like
not a lot of
2,000
them,
or
so.
1,500.
Yep.
Sorry, Oliva guys, but it's in that neighborhood. And we're fortunate to get 2 of them. That's right.
Yep.
And it's got Oliva V Milanio in it. And, well, can't go wrong there.
Yep.
That's right.
So we again we got to try and smoke a lot of different cigars and a bunch of new stuff. I'm going to just quickly touch base on 3 new brands that'll be coming to
our shop.
humidor.
Yes.
And not new brands, just new to us.
New to us.
And some of them I may have carried in the past, but one that we're kind of excited about is Espinosa. Got a very cool history, and we've been working on just kind of had to wait for the right time, but we're excited to have them in. They've got like the 601 is a really good cigar, one that's really in demand. Is the knuckle sandwich. and it's got a little celebrity backing if you're in the food world. But
Guy Fieri?
Fieri.
Yes.
But
It's a great cigar.
it is, and quite
stands
often
on its
if
own.
there's a celebrity behind it, it's just that. You kind of get that in the liquor world every once in a while.
Yep.
But this cigar, and there's a reason he don't put his name on any of them.
No, you think that's right? Tell us
Because
that.
he wanted this cigar to stand on its own, and it's been out 3 years now, and it's very, very good cigar. We're excited to.
And there's 4 versions of it, and
Yep.
we're bringing in 2 to start, and we'll see where we go from there on
But
the knuckle sandwich. That is.
we're fortunate. We're looking forward to adding them to our family of cigars in our humidor. A brand that I've been wanting to bring in for a while, and just wanted again wait till the right timing was right, and also when I could kind of meet one-on-one and meet with an old friend, Ricky Rodriguez. But he has a great brand called West Tampa Cigars, and again we people that have kind of come in and asked for them. We appreciate your patience. A lot of times when we're picking and choosing who do we bring in and what brands, it don't do us any good to bring in a brand if we don't have space for them and we got to throw them down on the bottom somewhere. So, but those 2 brands will be coming soon. And then one that we got a lot of people talk about, and it's uniquely different from everything else. It's called Toscano. And they are an Italian fire-cured.
Did you just say Italian?
Italian. The hotbed of the cigar world.
Hotbed of the cigar world.
Yep.
Well, tell them about why it's different.
So all the tobacco, most of the tobacco is actually grown here and fire-cured, and then it's sent to Italy, where they're produced, and it's the top-selling cigar in Italy. And it's all fire-cured tobacco. I've got that woodsy smokiness to it. And a lot of people relate it to the old Clint Eastwood movies. And some people say those old backwoods that Clint Eastwood used to smoke in the movies. No, he didn't smoke a backwoods.
Is this?
He smoked a Toscano.
Thought I had it sitting right here.
But they also, they do just regular fire-cured cigars. But they do a lot that have a very cool flavoring to them, hazelnut. So our bartenders got to try some of them, and quite honestly, they haven't stopped talking about it, and they weren't about to until we brought them in. So
Well, there you go.
So we'll have them coming soon.
Well,
so
I think the ones that I thought I brought in right here, there was a hazelnut, a cafe, which I assume is a coffee flavor. And then the lady that you were speaking with, or we were speaking with, their new one for this year was the limoncello.
Yes.
And that got my attention because who doesn't like limoncello?
Well, I don't.
You don't.
But that said, like I don't like.
That's funny. We did not talk about this.
Like lemon meringue pie. Ooh, it makes me pucker. But anyway, that said, people, they'll sell well.
Yeah.
It'll be because it's going to be uniquely different and so on.
They're different sizes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, bunch of new stuff coming out. We do not have time to talk about it all, but
No. But you've got a couple more to talk
I
about.
got a couple here, and so the Deadwood family has a new sister that's coming out, and not coming out. It's here.
It's available.
We have it here. So, Buenos Noches.
Yeah. Dominicana has a sister of the night. Good night.
Yep. So it's if you're smoking the regular Dominicanas, these are going to be a little richer, a little darker. Uses a broadleaf Connecticut wrapper with a San Andreas binder, and then fillers from the Dominican. But this is going to be a little pepped up version of the Dominicana that came out last year. So
I felt when I asked our Chris, our sales rep with Drew states, said, so is this, in simple cigar terms, a Maduro Dominicana? And he was like, basically.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more to it than that, but yes. But Dominicana Buenas Noches. And then you also have from the new Undercrown.
This is the new Undercrown. And I'll be honest with you, my hillbilly vocabulary don't always translate well into these Spanish names at most of our cigars. But this is the new Undercrown El Tigre.
El Tigre, yes.
El Tigre, yeah. And I did get to smoke this, and I apologize, and I don't have all the information right in front of me. But to me, this was a really good cigar, and again, it was a nice, for me, nice medium-bodied, and
yeah, it was. I had a chance to have that as a show as well, and it's just a really excellent cigar.
Yeah. But these in the new Deadwood Dominicana is available now. So.
Yeah, we have it in the store. We received it late last week.
Yep. So Rocky Patel, of course, it's got the. This is the new Year of the Horse, which also has already arrived. And I'm going to be honest with you, I have not got to smoke it yet. I don't know if you've smoked one yet or not.
I did on the balcony there with Nish.
Oh, with Nish.
Yes, because I felt like it's his baby, right?
Yep.
And it comes in that one size. It's a Churchill box press. And, nothing to do with the cigar, but a lot to do with the cigar. The box is incredible.
Yeah.
And it's on that scale of 1 to 5, it's definitely that 4 or 5 full-bodied cigar, and it just had lots of just really deep, nice flavors.
Yep. And then they're also new from Rocky, and I don't have one out here with me.
Well, we only got one.
Is
Heath? Come on.
Heath, you're really slacking on us there.
They were quite limited.
Yeah.
The Sapphire.
Sapphire is coming out, and that's going to kind of be in the same family of the gold, the emerald, and fortunately we got Tim told us about the whole lineup of
oh yeah, that's right. We learned
new Rocky Patel cigars coming out.
We learned about
in the
that.
works. That's another story. That could be another whole podcast.
It could. We need to if we could get permission to play the video.
Yeah.
It was described as what Rocky and his team were looking to create the old school Cuban flavor cigar.
Right. Yep.
And if that's what the old school Cuban flavors are, it's great. It was maybe a notch below a medium. It was not light, but it was so smooth.
Yep.
And I believe they were expecting those in a couple of months.
Yep.
But it's going to be worth the wait because it is an excellent cigar. Looking forward to learning more about that as it comes into the shop here soon.
Yeah. And the other thing that's kind of neat for me, Del, is at the show, sometimes we get a chance to revisit cigars that we already have, but maybe you or I haven't smoked one in a while. And we had a couple cases like that, and particularly with Plasencia, who we just love the Plasencia brand.
Yes, we do.
But we sometimes kind of forget, like the Plasencia Original.
Original Reserva.
Man, what a cigar. And it's one of their real reasonably, by today's standards, reasonably priced cigar.
Yes.
But we got to smoke one of those, and I'm like, oh man, I forgot just how good this cigar is.
Yeah, it's excellent. Is smooth.
And then
creaminess
then we kind of
to it.
wondered, well, what is it that, other than it's great tobacco and great blending, but it was fascinating to learn. They all the tobacco fields were and that's the kind of the baby of Nestor.
Yeah.
It's what he wanted in a great cigar, but like little things we learned that with these tobacco fields for Placencia, they line the outside of all of them with sunflowers. And then outside of the sunflowers, they have their own bees.
He called it the Placencia bees.
The Placencia bees.
It was like really.
So they kind of self-pollinate, but that was one that I smoked, and I'm like, I had forgot just how good this cigar is.
Yes, and Placencia has a World Cup cigar coming out as well. Golly, I just went totally blank on the name.
Yeah.
But it's in a green label.
Yeah. And they're also Placencia is rebranding.
Yeah.
Nothing's changing in their great cigars, but they're doing a little rebranding with the logo and repackaging of the boxes.
A little bit of not dramatic, but beautiful, as you would expect from Placencia.
Another cigar that hadn't smoked one in a while that we actually kind of lucked out just because of where we were sitting at a at a seminar one Friday afternoon, but we smoked a Padron 5000 Maduro, and I'm like, oh man, this is a really good cigar. So,
and it's really fun to be with Papa P when he says, man, I haven't had this in a little while on a couple of these cigars we just mentioned, and these are just wonderful cigars.
So for me, it's also good just to get to revisit some cigars that maybe we haven't smoked in a while, and Oliva V. We sat down and smoked an Oliva V, and I'm like, yep. There's a reason this.
That's why it's one of the top cigars in the world. So. It was a good experience, and as we kind of wrap up our talk. Another thing we looked at, we didn't go hog wild by any means, but we looked at some accessories and you might see some new ashtrays around here in a month or two.
Yeah.
And also, we had a mission to kind of step up one element of our retail in the accessory area of cutters and lighters. And so, Scott, tell us about what we did with that.
Really. Not on purpose. It just we got looking at it, and we've got a bunch of. And I hate to use the term budget cutters and lighters, but $8
to $20.
Yeah.
And we sell multiple a day.
Yeah, so. And we realized from there everything we have jumps up to
very expensive.
Very expensive. So we went out there on a mission to find some. Good cutters and lighters that we can that are going to be a lot nicer than what we sell as our just kind of everyday inexpensive ones here, but still not break the bank. I wanted to find something everything is going to be under $100.
Right.
So we have a bunch of great cutters and lighters coming anywhere from they're going to retail from $30 up to $70. The most expensive one, and I didn't put butane in it yet, but this Rocky Patel table lighter is just absolutely incredible. It's going to retail in the $80 range. And again, I don't have butane in it, but we got a bunch of great cutters and lighters coming. That'll be a nice addition to what we already carry, and so we're very excited about, and I know we missed some stuff, but
one thing I didn't want to miss is because Nicholas, you told us you watched our podcast, so I'm sure you do. Is Perdomo has their new lighter coming out?
I wish I had. I don't have one.
Yeah, but we've ordered them. Yeah, and we should have them very soon. And Nick wanted a lighter that is butane. And he found a manufacturer to make them for him or with him that he called it basically a shower head. And so it's a soft flame butane.
Yeah, so it's the way they described it, it's a torch, but then the torch flame goes through what they call a shower head, basically turns it into a soft flame lighter. And they hold a ton of, hold a lot of butane, And what got me is, they told us the material, but how lightweight they were.
Well, they were all aluminum except for one
Yeah.
one part.
Yep. So they should be here shortly.
Yeah.
And also, we've already had some people in asking.
Yes.
Won't be till
Fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter, but the new version with the legacy, the father and son.
Right. And that was very exciting and interesting because the legacy that Nicholas released last year, well, I don't know who all knew this, but we didn't. They're going to have beginning in fourth quarter 2026, and that was actually the first cigar that one of our customers asked me about last week.
Yeah.
Is called Father and Son.
Yep.
And I believe the goal is going forward. Nick and Nicholas are going to collaborate each year for a special cigar, Father and Son. That'll be unique each year, called Legacy Father and Son or Father and Son Legacy. So we're beautiful cigars. Everything about them was absolutely stunning, and we're looking forward to that. So in Papa P's Smoke Shop in the fall or fourth quarter, and actually all across the U.S. in the fourth quarter. So that was. We covered a lot of information there.
Looking forward to that, but it's again, I almost forgot about the lighters because they're really good, and they're going to be, I think they're going to retail in that $30 range.
Between $9.99 $30, and that was another thing that Nick wanted was a nice lighter, but yet still affordable.
Yeah,
and it holds a lot of fuel.
Yeah, so. And we didn't begin to touch on, we got a bunch of, if you've walked in our humidor late last week or this week and
there's boxes
look
everywhere.
around, you're going to say, you got a little product in. So we did, and we got more coming. So
well, I think as we wrap this up, one of the we both got things to wrap up. Is
something very cool coming from Arturo Fuentes.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I was saying. One of there's the Fuente booth and Jake. Thank you, Jake, for being such a great supporter of Papa P's. Is they have the center island that they've had apparently at least for my 2 years, and all the way around it is what's coming through kind of their seasonal or quarterly releases of primarily Opus X, not exclusively but primarily. And you walk around and they show you what this is, and we've been fortunate, as you know, if you've been in our shop in the last year, it's a pretty dang steady flow of a lot of Opus X, and thank you to our customers for putting us in a position to get those. And one of them, that I know you might want to touch on because it's one of your favorite cigars, but it's a new version of it.
It is, and now I'm going to throw the name out there, but you have to promise us that when we get them and you come in for them, you cannot start humming or singing. But all I'm going to say is Baby Shark. So
if you know, you know, right?
But keep that in mind, and also I'm just going to drop one more thing to be on the lookout for, something very cool that we'll be participating in, the Arturo Fuentes Summer of Love.
That's right.
Would be very cool. So we're about out of time here, but in wrapping things up, Del, what was the highlight of the show for you?
Well, besides the people and spending that 30-40 minutes with their sales reps, which is part of the job. And when you go in this with Scott, it's like every hour on the hour. But it's awesome. We were fortunate enough on the Sunday night to be invited to a dinner that was hosted by Rocky Patel and Tim Oslinger. There was 50-ish people. We didn't know if there was going to be 10 people or 500 in a very nice restaurant on Bourbon Street. And we had the opportunity to sit with other retailers and just talk and smoke Rocky Patel's and Tim Oslinger cigars on the balcony overlooking Bourbon Street, and then have a great dinner and be thoroughly entertained.
It was we have some footage, but we're not going to. At some point, I'm going to see if maybe we can get permission to share some of it, because it was absolutely great entertainment. And it was kind of like Tim impersonating several people in the cigar industry and kind of roasting them at the same time. It was fantastic. But that certainly was the highlight. But not just that entertainment. I mean, these guys did it right. Had a Dixieland jazz band that came up and marched through the where we were seated to eat, and the meal was incredible.
Yes.
And just to hear Tim and Rocky talk about their admiration for each other in the industry, and we had a great accomplishment. We had a great thing here just recently, where hopefully this is settled and over now. But both of them, and Rocky's been working for the better part of 10 years fighting premium cigars being put under the FDA.
Right.
Which truly could have.
Yeah, it's been a 10-year. It's been appealed on either side back and forth for a decade, and they'd mentioned how many. I'm not a lawyer, but briefs had been filed. It was like 266 or something like that, back and forth, back and forth. And as of 2 Tuesdays ago, the premium cigars have been taken back out from under the FDA. And what that happened was a decade plus.
Very good thing.
Is they decided a decade ago, 12 years ago, that all tobacco was the same at every level. And as a cigar lover, if you're watching the show, premium cigars and cigarettes, they're not even the same plant, same tobacco plant.
Very, very different.
Cigarettes we won't go into all the details. They're made by a machine. Premium cigars
lots of chemicals. Even the paper tube of a cigarette has a chemical in it.
Bleach.
A bleach, but another chemical that's government mandated to, if you set that cigarette down, it will go out on its own.
Right.
But anyway, that's night and day different product.
Night and day, and it was really important because that also 10, 12 years ago gave many states that were looking to increase or penalize through taxes or ordinances where you could smoke. All cigars got treated just like cigarettes in those states, which Tennessee was not. Kind of. So from a great dinner, wonderful relationships, seeing great cigars,
and getting to spend time with retailers from around the country. We were very fortunate. We sat at a table with Heath Hill from Rocky Patel and Nish Patel, who is coming to Papa P's in May. We'll be telling you all about that
coming up soon.
But another couple that have a place called One-Eyed Jack's in Arkansas, I believe.
Yes.
Just
Bentonville, Arkansas. And it was a
wonderful couple.
Yeah,
getting to hear their story and stuff and sharing ideas. It was fantastic. So we could go on.
Yes.
We may end up at some point doing another show.
PCA show.
In the meantime, we appreciate you listening. Got lots of new stuff, exciting stuff getting ready to happen here at Papa P's, and new product coming in. And we encourage you to follow us on all our social media. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. You can even get us on. We haven't jumped into the Twitter or X yet. We haven't done that yet, but which that's not really a thing. But we are on TikTok. So you can find us there. Follow us on our website, www.papapeas.com. And if you got any comments, ideas, suggestions, you can email us at podcast@papapeas.com. And stop in to see us. We're at 1935 Mallory Lane, Suite 220. Hey, we're just 2 doors down from Cool Springs Wines and Spirits.
Right.
How handy is that?
Very handy.
So we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much.